So recently I jumped on the bandwagon of doing Christmas ornaments. I thought I could do those. It'd be great. Well, one of the things that I didn't realize, and maybe this is my fault, is that there's a fine line that says, for better printing results, please avoid intricate details or intricate designs. Well, that's the whole point of doing these Christmas ornaments, because you wanted to do really elaborate designs that would be beautiful. So I'm going to show you an example of something that just recently happened, and hopefully that will help you if you're in the process of creating your own Christmas ornament designs. I'm going to switch over to the screen here. So here's a fine print. So I've been using Printify, and I recently switched to them from Awkward Styles only because of some other products that they offered that I wanted to get into. And this is one of the products I was really interested, which was the ceramic ornaments. But there's something that I didn't read that's right here. And it says, for better printing results, please avoid intricate details. Due to the small scale of the ornaments, small text and high detail designs may turn out blurry. So that means that no matter how great of a high resolution my image has, it's still going to turn out blurry. That's pretty disappointing. And I learned this the hard way, because just a couple of days after putting it up, and it was this one specific ornament, and when the first one got delivered, I immediately got a customer review and an image of the product that they received, which didn't resemble the preview that was provided by Printify's mock-up, nor did it even look like the coloring that I had put up on the actual art file in their design view. So I'm going to show you that, and you can draw your own conclusions. But I reported this 2 days ago and requested, hey, I'm going to need a reprint on this. I double checked my file. Everything was good. Could you please let me know, because I've got other ones in production right now and I need to resolve before those go out. So 2 days later, they still are waiting to hear back from the printer. And that's the part of control that I don't have, is what the printer does, whether the printer responds or not, or what they're going to do about it. So because of that, I actually took off all my listings that have to do with ornaments, because I am not going to put out a bad product. I did look at a different ceramic ornament that they have from another company, and it says the same thing. If I scroll down here a little bit, right at the bottom, it says same thing. For better printing results, please avoid intricate details or designs, due to the small scale of the ornaments. Small text and high detailed designs may turn out blurry. Both of these ceramic ornaments say the same thing. So I looked at this acrylic ornament, and it says right here, nothing. It doesn't say anything about blurriness or anything at all. It doesn't give any of that information down here at the bottom. So I'm wondering, is it going to be okay? We don't know. But let me tell you why this to me is a big shocker. Because when I went ahead and placed this order for this item, this is the design view when I'm creating a design. Now I want you to notice on the lower right hand corner here, this is the resolution of the actual image, 655 dpi. It's a lot more than 300. And I think I was originally working with a file that was about 374, 375 dpi. And so either way, it was above 300. The size of the printing area is 960 by 960. Each one of these files was like 2000 by 2000 at 300 dpi. Either way, as you can tell, this is what it should look like. Unfortunately, this is how it turned out. On the left-hand side, you see the image from the design page that I just showed you. This is where you upload, and this is what you're working with. This is the actual art file, what it looks like. Then you have in the middle the actual mock-up image that Printify provides for you. So I use their mock-up image. This is the preview, and this is the one that goes in the listing. So this is supposedly what it's going to look like. This is the preview. And the last image on the right here is an image from the actual customer. This is what they received. Now there is a couple of differences. But what I was told from the customer was it's not as clear as it was in the image, in the mock-up image that they were looking at, the listing image, which is the one in the middle. But they said it was still a great design, but they just weren't, they didn't say they're not happy, but they did say it's not as clear as the image on the preview. And that's a big deal, because if somebody posts a review and says, hey, I got the product, it's nice, but it's not what I saw in a preview, immediately that's like, okay, you know, now what we see is not going to be what we get. And that's a big turnoff. So I immediately responded and, you know, and told them, hey, let me look into this. I'm going to get you a reprint. I'm going to figure out what's going on. And so that's what I started 2 days ago. And I'm still waiting to hear back what's going on. And there's a couple of things that are different. You know, I can see on the sides here, it doesn't go all the way, even though the image does go far beyond what's actually needed. But the coloring is almost purple when it's supposed to be blue. And some of the areas that are way too dark and some missing details. So that's what's been going on. And it's a little bit frustrating for me because of the fact that I really was looking forward to doing these images. I don't, you know, at this point, I'm not even sure what to do with this, which way to go. I've looked into other, like I'm looking actually into awkward styles again, because awkward styles has this circle ornament, but I think it's MDF. It's not ceramic. But when you look at these, their preview shows little detail stuff. Doesn't seem blurry, but then again, this is just a preview. It's one of these, it's MDF. It's not actually ceramic. So what I did was I went ahead and placed an order for 2 designs that I had, just to get 2 examples. And I also went ahead and put an order for another design for one of the ceramic ones. So I'm going to wait to get that back to see what that looks like. But I'm really hoping that this gets resolved, because it's really sad. You know, you're trying to do these ornaments, these Christmas ornaments in time for Christmas, get them out early, only to come across this bad quality of printing, and it's just very disappointing. In fact, I went ahead and deactivated all my Christmas ornaments, and I had about 22 of them that I was so excited that I put out there. And I said, you know what? I'm taking them down, because of the fact that I don't want to put out a bad product. It's very sad to put out a bad product and get a bad review. Not so much the bad review, but the idea that somebody gets something that, you know, wanted to promote and say, hey, this is a beautiful thing you can hang in your tree, and then they get it and they're like, looks like crap, it's blurry. It's very disappointing. So needless to say, we will see where this goes, but I wanted to share this with you in case you're on the fence on doing Christmas ornaments. Make sure you read that fine detail. I'm not saying all the images will come out this way, but if you're working on some really elaborate images, you might want to just keep this in mind. I guess simple is better. This is probably why we see so many personalized ornaments out there, like for people sending in photos of their dog or photos of their kids and just putting a picture of a person up there. That seems to be okay because of the fact that there's not a lot of intricate design in them, as well as things that are very simple with just big words that, you know, say first home or something along that lines. Those things are okay. But when it comes to design flair, I guess these little ornaments do not hold that design very well. So hope that helps. I'll keep you updated on what happens. Until then, I'm just going to continue plugging along and doing other stuff because I'm really frustrated with this. I guess that was the whole point of this video. So share below if you've actually experienced something similar, or I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.